to Denmark. Two questions. Number one, as you may have heard, there's been sort of a stalemate in the negotiations. Who will now drive the negotiations forward? And number two, there's been rumors that President Obama may not come tomorrow. Will he come, actually?
Well, as to the first question, we all have to drive the negotiations forward. I'm here today not only to make this announcement, which is a significant commitment from President Obama and the United States, but to underscore the importance of engaging in a very constructive and active way over the next hours. We're running out of time. It's unfortunate that there has been problems with the process, difficulties with certain parties being willing to come to the table, all kinds of discussions and disagreements, sometimes about the past rather than about the future. But the underlying reality is we have to do everything we can to reach this agreement. Because in the absence of a new agreement that binds everyone to their relative commitments and responsibilities, where the developed countries take on these obligations and where the developing countries work on their own mitigation and adaptation measures with a transparency mechanism, there will not be the kind of concerted global action that we so desperately need. The President is planning to come tomorrow. Obviously, we hope that there will be something to come forward.
Thank you. Margaret Ryan, Queen's Times News. Are you saying if China, we have reports this morning from Reuters, the Post, and so on, where the Chinese officials are saying no, they will not commit to the kind of transparency incorporating their commitments into an international treaty that the U.S. is asking. If they continue in that position, will the U.S. walk away from an agreement here?
We think this agreement has interlocking pieces, all of which must go together. And we have set those out continuously. There have been numerous instances in the past year where parties have agreed to the elements of the agreement that we are seeking. At L'Aquila, the G8, the Major Economies Forum, the bilateral meeting between President Obama and President Hu Jintao in their statement in Beijing. Time and time again, leading up to these negotiations, all the parties have committed themselves to pursuing an agreement that met the various standards, including transparency. It would be hard to imagine, speaking for the United States, that there could be the level of financial commitment that I have just announced in the absence of transparency from the second biggest emitter, and now I guess the first biggest emitter, and now nearly, if not already, the second biggest economy.